Hey, what's up? We're out here at the Ridge. We're in Washington. We're way up north in America. And we got Super Hooligan Racing. It's Friday afternoon. We're just getting here. We're just getting the weekend kicked off with Super Hooligan Racing. We've had a practice this morning. We're going to jump right into Q1, right into qualifying. Our rider, Hawk Mazzato, behind me, they're getting the bike prep, some last minute changes. We have a stacked field here this weekend. You got the factory Indian guys, Troy Herfoss, Tyler O'Hare. These guys are ready to rip. Team Salomon over there. We got the Harley Pan Americas ready to shred. Quite a few different bikes in the field today, and we're excited to see where this all shakes out. That though too. Yeah, Hockey. That's our boy right there. Yeah, I'm gonna bike dialed in.
How do you feel about qualifying one?
Got to break it in. Hawk came out to test on Monday and we had a little issue, so he didn't get the time he wanted. And now I think he's just chasing stuff a little bit. You got to find a really nice baseline setup, so I think we're still working on that.
Sweet. And then there if you could too.
Oh, yes,
yeah.
sir.
Or wherever you want to do it. I'm not telling you have to do it there.
Oh, the signature.
Perfect. Anywhere on here?
Yeah. If you don't mind. Front gets filled up, you're sort of bummed you out of the back.
Yeah, I have another one.
Unless
to
you just
fill
go
out.
huge.
Just one big one.
Andy Brino is a past Super Hooligan championship, if you didn't know that already. He's won some asphalt races, won a lot of dirt races. On the KTM, we were just all glad you made it out of Daytona in, I wouldn't say one piece, in a couple different pieces, but you made it out. So good to see you here at the Ridge, and unfortunately you're not riding this weekend.
Yeah, crashing sucks. I appreciate you guys sending me that t-shirt afterwards. It's tough, you know, it's my home race and we had good success here last year, but I'm just happy to be on my feet, man, because it was a gnarly one.
Baby mama, transitioned to management, director operations for our Saddleman team. Pretty awesome. I could still be involved in the paddock, and now I just get to boss my husband, Corey West, around at home and at the racetrack.
How's it feel to watch your dude out there doing his deal and you're kind of like, I might be able to whoop your ass?
My anxiety is through the roof when I'm not racing. I wish I was racing because I'd only have to worry about myself. It's a very selfish sport, but I miss it. I'm definitely more worried about him, and then we have two other riders as well to worry about. Sometimes I could tell, definitely being a racer, sometimes you need that support of, it's okay, baby, you can do it. And other times you need that kick in the butt. You better get out there before a girl whoops your ass. I'm glad that there's ladies out there that are still giving the guys a hard time for me.
I don't even think we need to label you guys because you guys shred completely on your own no matter what.
Yeah, it's one of the only sports left in the world that's not sex divided. And honestly, you know, it just comes down to who has the biggest set of balls. And women have chesticles. We do. We have balls too. They're bigger and they smell better. It's amazing to see the ladies out there, and especially in the Super Hooligan class. Last year we had like 4 ladies that were competing in the class. I definitely think it's a super friendly, feminine class. Like, I think more girls could do it. I think a lot of girls out there just need to get a little more confidence to go out there, but it'd be amazing to see all these guys crying and getting their feelings hurt because girls are beating them. That's what I want to see.
How are you feeling on the track?
Honestly, sort of struggling, but you know, combination of I've got a lot to learn still at this track. This place is busy. There's a lot going on. It's technical. I'm learning every lap, really. We're just trying to find a baseline, get in the ballpark of geometry and settings and chassis on this motorcycle. Scotty, the boy's been amazing. Indian, the factory guys have been incredible. We're just throwing everything at it, honestly, man. Big changes, hopefully for some good big outcomes.
We're gonna jump into Q2 for Super Hooligan. We'll see what happens. These guys got a little bit of time to get their stuff sorted, so this is when they can actually come out and show what they've learned this weekend and try and put some fast lap times in. Our guy Hawk had a little bit of work to do. We made some changes to the bike last night. I think we're gonna get a lot closer to where we wanna be, get Hawk comfortable. This is a crazy track. A lot of twists, a lot of turns, a lot of elevation changes. It's just all over the place, a lot of blind corners as well. So the Ridge it's a tough place, especially if you haven't been here too much, and Hawk has one race here. So he's still got a little bit to learn on FTR. It's his first week on FTR.
Have you guys ever been to a race like this before?
No, never before.
What do you think about it?
I don't think so. This is really cool. I'm excited. Just happy to be here. Yeah.
Troy Herfoss. This is his first time at the Ridge. How's it going out there?
It's an unbelievable track. Like, the layout's really cool, service is good, but I've done like 12 flying laps this weekend. Now I've got to go and race, so like there's a lot of these blind corners. Like one section on the track, say your fifth gear pinned on a Hooligan, it's blind, and then you go into chicane, cross back over lines into a hairpin, and the first lap of the race will be my 13th flyer of the track. I'm like, what happens if I go in there with like 4 or 5 other people? Do I go for it? Because, you know, it's like if you don't attack, you get attacked. Right now, it's like a juggling act of where do I risk and where do I try and learn. I'm really enjoying the bike and loving that kind of stuff. It's just wish I had another day. Unfortunately, we missed session 2 with a small mechanical. It wasn't an easy thing to fix on the spot, so we had to miss the session. 2 20-minute sessions for the Super Hooligan class. One of them was cut in half, so this track's quite long, minute 45, minute 50 long. So this morning in Q2, we get out there, first flying lap, someone crashed, hopefully they're okay, but brought the red flag, so reduced session. I'm just dodging all these punches at the moment.
Corey West, he's riding a Super Hooligan bike this year as well as a King of the Baggers for our friends at Salomon and Harley Davidson. How you doing, Corey?
Doing well, having a good time here at the Ridge. P2 pretty close to TO. We were way better than we were here last year.
I'm sure being here this year and feeling like you're a lot more competitive, and I know it's been a bit of a road to get here.
You guys helped us out a little bit by changing the rules, helping the HD Pan America gain a little bit of power. Salomon race development guys put their heads down over the winter and really put together a good package. You know, the bike's changed a lot. It's just making it better and better for me. The more I ride it, the more I get comfortable. We're just moving in the right direction every time we go out. Hopefully it all helps with the development and kind of creates a package that a consumer can buy and come do some hooligan racing.
What do you want to talk about?
This guy's been around the paddock since I can remember.
Yeah, you were just a kid.
Longtime friend Al Luddington. He's now racing baggers, which, man, Matt, could you have predicted that 20 years ago?
No, you know, it was funny. I was post or something. We were talking about Merlin Plumley, who's probably one of the best crew chiefs that ever lived. He's passed away, and a lot of the stuff I do, I think about how Merlin would do it, and I'm thinking there, I wonder what Merlin would think about the baggers. No, it's kind of an unexpected thing, but it sure is fun working on them.
Are we beyond garage bikes with Hooligan now?
I think probably the first couple rows we probably are, but there's a lot of depth in that field, and what I'm seeing is a lot of guys just want to get in a pro environment and race, showing up with garage bikes that are still fairly effective around the racetrack. Baggers, a little different story if you want to run up front.
Oh, yeah.
But I think there's still a place in the Hooligan class for garage bikes for sure.
Stand here with Rich Foster running the 101 in Super Hooligan out here at the Ridge. How's your weekend going, Rich?
Pretty good time in Q1, and then Q2 I had a worn tire, so I couldn't really get it to grip as well as I wanted to, and then the bike died going into waterfall, but it's been pretty good so far.
You been here before?
No, first time. It's amazing. Surface is good, it flows well, the up and down, a lot of double apexes that are tricky. You got to connect together to get the speed going, but it's a great track. The first half right here, if you don't get those connected, you're killing time.
Tell us about what you're riding.
It's a 22 Pan America, Mags, Olin's rear. Kevin at Big Bear did something with the front, some custom setup. Other than that, it's pretty much stock.
Where are you from?
Houston. My good buddy Jason Wickham, he kind of got me into this. He built his first one, and then he's got everything else lined out for us. Been very, very helpful, man.
I see him racing with Factory Harley Davidson on the baggers. He's deep in that program. Why don't you tell us a little bit about why you're out here and what Super Hooligan means to you guys?
Obviously, we got some Pan Ams out here. My day job when I'm not with the race team back at Harley Davidson was developing the Pan Am. So I've been on the project since day 0, essentially. So it's really close to my heart. We have a bunch of Pan Ams out here. I think we have 6 total on the grid. So I'm just here to help any way that I can. Try to get ahead of those guys, those red bikes.
See, the thing about Harley guys, they won't mention the I word, the Indian word. They can't say it. They actually can't say it. We're stoked to have you guys out here just participating in the series, seeing the Pans competitive with FTR this year and seeing the scrap back and forth with Indian and Harley. To me, that's the secret sauce.
Oh my gosh, it's just been an incredible year, both baggers and Super Hooligans. We got a bunch of Indians and Harleys out there, all running about the same lap times.
This is my friend Mallory Dobbs, and I know right now she probably looks like she should be on the grid holding an umbrella, but this is one of the fastest girls in the paddock. Combined 10th in Super Hooligan today.
I raced full season of Super Hooligans last year. This is my home round. I'm from here, from Olympia, Washington, born and raised. So it's nice to come back and do my home round and get to race on the Ducati. And this season, I'm racing actually in the Women's World Championship in World Superbike. So unfortunately, I'm not racing as much Moto America or as much Super Hooligans. We had to put it together for this year. So we're racing the same bike we raced last year and just doing the one round at my home track.
The one and only Roland Sands is here as well. Please feel free to come up if you want to snap a picture, get an autograph, do anything like that. Their time is very limited, so please respect that.
Rottweiler motorcycle
club.
Right there. They're out of here. They're out of Bremerton, so they're local.
I'm going to go brown.
Thank you.
So you can see right now we got some incremental weather. Washington, you never know what's gonna happen, what they say. If you don't like the weather now, just wait. The weather's gonna change. We got about an hour and a half for the Hooligan race. Super bikes are gonna be out there. We're gonna watch the super bike race and see what's going on. We have wets on deck. I'm sure these guys have wets on deck, ready for a wet weather setup. But it gets difficult because with a wet weather bike, you're gonna wanna make some changes. You're gonna wanna soften up the suspension. You're gonna wanna soften things up a little bit, and you don't really have the time when you're in the middle. And I consider this the middle. Are we in the middle?
Right now, it's in the middle because it ain't. Yeah,
It's fucked, bro. Hey, and it's raining harder and harder from what I can feel.
It's getting cooler.
It's getting cooler. The drops are starting to stay because it's cooling down a little bit. Not as much sun on the asphalt.
I think the rain's gonna stay. The smells, it's happening. It's smelling like it's gonna stick.
These are locals right here.
Yeah.
We got locals making a call.
Locals.
I always tend to go with the locals' opinion.
I don't know, man. We either got to have it downpour so it's all completely wet with tires, or we need this to go away. That in between, where you're having to really look ahead and figure out what it's going to do, that's tough.
I mean,
for Cody Wyman coming across, taking the checkered flag, getting his first win in Mission Super Hooligans for Kyle Wyman Racing, with Hayden Schultz, his teammate, finishing right behind him in second. And then despite the issues to kick off this race, we have Tyler O'Hara rounding out our podium.
His first win of the season, the number 34, Cody Wyman!
You never know what's going to happen in the rain. Anything can happen in the rain. Watching you get out there on that second start, qualify ninth and be in second, it's pretty impressive stuff, dude.
Thank you. First time on the bike in the rain, you always got to find your way sort of lap by lap. For me, it's the balance of find the limit, but do not fall on the warm-up laps. Race time, just go. Try to go with the fast guys. They sort of checked out, just chipping away. It was really fun. The bike worked awesome.
It was Hawk's best overall hooligan finish. Won quite a few air-cooled races.
Tatanka, yeah.
Yeah, all in all Tatanka, but finishing fourth today. Definitely a positive movement up. Food chain and Super Hooligan. A dry race tomorrow. It's gonna be a whole different deal.
Do you feel more comfortable in the rain than in the sun for some reason, or does the rain just not affect you as much?
I like riding in the rain. I love it. It just sort of takes a lot of setup stuff and experience. A lot goes out the door, honestly, with the rain. We're not quite there in the dry. I'm not quite there with the bike and setup, so the rain's a bit of an equalizer. I just love it. It's a real focus. I'd say there's no more intense focus than anything I've done than riding in the rain. You got to be spot on, and you can sort of each lap for me chip away and that little bit of speed until you get those warning signs. Okay, that's that.
Day 3, we're here out at the Ridge doing it again. Super Hooligan race number 2. All the boys gathering up the drama from yesterday's rain race and crashes and all kinds of wildness. Championship's up for grabs at this point. You know, the Wymans put together a good program. They're going pretty quick. Which Wyman is it, baby? The Harley guys are moving pretty good. The Indian boys, there's some experience that's had to take place. Brain's taking his shit this morning. Troy and Tyler, the Indian boys. Troy's gonna be looking for a win today after yesterday. After crashing and getting back up, he ended up getting points. Now with the experience that he's had, hopefully he's gotten used to this place and he can go out and fight for a race win today. This thing is so cute. Oh my God.
I kind of need one. Aquazada's about to kill it. He's going out on the track. Nightmare.
Not quite the
Needed
same.
that gap after a situation like that. That's not what you want to last lap. But congratulations.
But nonetheless,
Wow.
Jake Lewis coming to the checkered flag.
In second place, the championship leader for SNS Indian Motorcycles, Tyler O'Hara! And taking his first win of the season, the son of Harley Davidson, the number 85 from Princeton, Jake Lewis! Congratulations to our top 3. A reminder of
Slam. Thank you. Like, fuck. Hell yeah, man. Thank you for everything. Thank you. Thank you, Rick. RJ, ready some interviews.
It was a blast being out here with these guys on really what are such unusual machines compared to you know, the super bikes. All these bikes just sound great, so different and strange compared to the usual hyper bikes. We've had a great time this weekend and we appreciate you creating this class.
Andrew Berkeley on a KTM 890. Tell us about your weekend, brother.
Had a good weekend. It rained yesterday, kind of changed up the race a little bit. Was able to pull a ninth, but I kept it up on 2 wheels and finished the race pretty strong. Every time I've been out on track, since it's my first time out here, I seem to drop time and learn more and more about the track and gain confidence every time out.
This is probably one of the hardest tracks to learn on the circuit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the blind corners, like you said, are just something to kind of get your confidence with. Once you learn that line, learn what speed you can carry through it, you got to really trust yourself and push yourself all the way through. And then to link the entire track together with a good corner after good corner is very difficult to do. So I had a challenging time doing it, but really enjoyed coming out here.
What do you want to thank or talk about?
Yeah, I want to thank Fast by Bush for building my bike, Underground Team Racing for being a great team to race for, Call Before You Dig, 811, Kansas and Missouri. They're great sponsors of mine, Schmidt Law Firm, Bees Moto Lab, and everyone else of my family and friends are able to come out and support me online while watching.
Here with AJ, Super Hooligan number 16.
I feel like we have good pace here. Like, this is one of those tracks where we're only, a second or two off those top guys, so I really felt like we wanted to try to make the most of that, I've ridden here a few times outside of Hooligan's, so, kind of have that, track advantage, or at least, having previous laps here, so definitely didn't go our way this weekend. Felt like we hit our marks in Q2, and then the rain threw me for a loop, literally. Kind of went flying on that one, and then kind of also had some unforeseen issues come into the race today. Basically was running 5 seconds off my lap times from yesterday. So not the best, but wanted to finish, wanted to get some points. Ultimately not the weekend we came here for, but happy to be here, happy to compete, and looking forward to Laguna for sure.
My name is Mitch Stein. I ride a 23 Yamaha XSR 900. I'm from Indianapolis. Managed to pull out a 14th yesterday in the rain. I got a personal best of a 56.2. Almost a 55. Unfortunately, all you guys is on the rest of the front field. They found the same time. We got a lot of work to do. I'm getting some help from Chuck Giacchetto. I'm still dialing it in. We're developing things as we go. Dunlop tires worked phenomenally today. Fantastic event.
Well, cool. Hey, we're just happy you're out here, and we'll see you at Laguna.
Appreciate that. Thank you.